What do you want me to say about slavery? Next question.
Nikki Haley, woman, Republican, presidential candidate, someone who clearly never finished her 5th grade history class. Nikki Haley was asked a very simple question that almost everyone in this country knows the answer to. And yet, she fumbled the ball. I kid you not, it could not have been a simpler question. And yet, you know what? Just watch. Just take a look. Just take a look and then I'll talk about it.
What was the cause of the United States Civil War?
Well, don't come with an easy question or anything. I mean, I think the cause of the Civil War was basically how government was going to run, the freedoms and what people could and couldn't do.
I come from a place where there are a lot of Confederate flags around, despite being in the North, so it's not even historically accurate for us to have them. And I always ask people, what does that flag mean to you? And they always reference the Civil War, and they always say, it wasn't about race, it was about fighting for our freedoms. It was about government tyranny and fighting for our freedoms and our rights. And I always respond with, your rights to what? And that's what I'd love to ask Nikki Haley. The Civil War was about fighting for the South's rights to own slaves?
What do you think the cause of the Civil War was?
I love how this comes across because it's like she's trying to trick him into giving her the answer because she doesn't know what it is. It's like, listen, you and I know what caused the Civil War, but my friends here, they don't know. So why don't you tell them?
I mean, I think it always comes down to the role of government. We need to have capitalism. We need to have economic freedom. We need to make sure that we do all things so that individuals have the liberties so that they can have freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom to do or be anything they want to be without government getting in the way.
That doesn't answer the question. Oh, unless you meant the freedom to be a slave owner without the government telling you that you can't do that. I get it.
In the year 2023, it's astonishing to me that you answer that question without mentioning the word slavery.
What do you want me to say about slavery?
You answered my question.
Next question.
You want me to talk about the thing you asked me about? Okay. Listen, do I think Nikki Haley is well aware of slavery's involvement in the Civil War? Yes. But I do love that this comes across as though it could be a toss-up. She either knows and is just being your typical Republican and doesn't want to talk about the role slavery played in the Civil War. But I also really love the angle that she really doesn't know, maybe doesn't remember. And she's like, what does slavery have to do with the Civil War? And it honestly just doesn't know. Now, I'm not the only one who noticed or pointed out the fact that Nikki Haley just spouted random nonsense about this question.
Nikki Haley has had some problems with some basic American history. She's asked a very simple question and responded with just really incomprehensible word salad about this and that. And what she asked the voter, what do you want her to say about this or that? And then now is taking different positions in this. And so I just think that this shows this is not a candidate that's ready for prime time. She's gotten a pretty free ride from a lot of the corporate press. The minute that she faces any type of scrutiny, she tends to cave, and I think that that's what you saw yesterday. Not that difficult to identify and acknowledge the role slavery played in the Civil War, and yet that seemed to be something that was really difficult, and I don't even know what she was saying. If you listen to that answer, I know she's trying to clean it up. I know she's tried to blame a Democrat plant. Look, I mean, you're going to get asked a lot of questions. I mean, you're going to get asked a lot of tough questions. That's just the nature of this business. And I think that she showed time and time again that when it's time, when the lights get hot, that she wilts under pressure. And that was a good example.
Now, is this pot meeting kettle? Yes. DeSantis is no champion of anyone's rights except middle-aged or older rich white men. But at least he was able to speak the words out loud that slavery was a massive factor, the contributing factor to the Civil War. I mean, he's definitely just utilizing it as a way to put down his opponent. However, at least he said the words out loud, which I didn't think would be a required bare minimum, but here we are. These are the candidates. These are our candidates for president. The bar has never been lower. You thought the bar couldn't get lower a few years ago. We've hit a new low. Anyway, I look forward to whatever basic question Nikki Haley can answer next. It at least provides entertainment. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to check out some of my content that isn't news related, you can check out my personal YouTube page at Bad Gamer Wyatt. And until then, I will see you in the next video. Thank you.